Hey everyone, it's James at Dream Better English, the podcast helping you with your English listening skills, speaking and much more. Remember to stay to the end of the podcast where I will give you an idiom, phrasal verb, slang and an expression. So today I want to talk to you guys about the Eurovision Song Contest. Some of you may not know what that is. Well, it's a song contest we have every year in Europe, and all of the countries sing a song or have somebody sing a song, and in the end we vote, and whoever wins, the next year that country will host the song contest. So it's quite important for a lot of people. Some countries really enjoy it, some countries seem to think it's a bit of a joke, but today I want to talk about the fact that the English or the United Kingdom entry got 0 points, or because sometimes they say it in French as well, nul point. Why did the English entry get no points? Well, it's probably because the song was terrible. I'm not even sure because I didn't even hear the song. But a lot of people think it's because of Brexit. Now, if you're from inside Europe, you will know Brexit very well because it has been in the papers, in the newspapers all the time for the last few years. However, if you are from somewhere outside of Europe, you may not know what it is. Well, Europe is a group of countries and we're all joined together in a big club. And a while ago, the British, the United Kingdom decided after a vote, a referendum, to leave. And it got a nickname, Brexit, because Bre for Britain and exit for leaving, Brexit. So it seems that when the voting happened in the Eurovision Song Contest, perhaps the UK got no points from anybody because it was a political reaction to Brexit. You might think, no, James, it's a song contest. It has nothing to do with politics. Well, you would be wrong because it is very obvious when you see the votes come in from the different countries that there is a lot of politics going on. For example, this year, Greece gave its full points to Cyprus, and Cyprus, the island, gave its full points to Greece. It's very suspicious because neither song was very good. And other countries like to do this to remain friends politically and so on. But it really does seem that in the end, the best song generally wins. And this year the song that won was from Italy. And indeed, it wasn't a bad song, in my opinion. I thought it was quite a refreshing, different kind of song. And the voting has changed because before it was the, let's say, the television stations from each country would decide the vote, but now there's a public vote where people can call in and then this is added. And because of the public vote, the Italian entry won because it wasn't expected that they would win, but with the public vote, the people calling, they won. So you can look up some songs from the Eurovision Song Contest. As I said, it can be political, it can be corny. Corny means kind of a bit silly. And right now, I'm going to jump into our idiom of the day. So our idiom of the day is feel the pinch. Okay, what does this mean? Well, if you are feeling the pinch, P-I-N-C-H, you're finding it harder to survive on your income. So for example, since the price of oil went up or increased, lots of businesses have been feeling the pinch. Here's another one. Inflation has been pretty bad recently, so we've all been feeling the pinch. What is inflation? Inflation is when the price of general products go up, increases. The price of bread, the price of eggs, the price of milk, etc. Phrasal verb of the day. Stick at. Stick, S-T-I-C-K. Stick at. This is kind of informal, and it means if you stick at something, you continue to do it even if it's difficult or taking a long time. Learning English isn't easy, but stick at it and one day you'll be speaking the language fluently. It took a long time for my business to succeed, or my podcast, let's say, but I stuck at it and eventually it did. Okay, let's move on to our slang of the day, and this one is from Australia, and the word is ochre. Ochre. And ochre, O-C-K-E-R. Well, what does that mean? Well, it's a rude or crude and obnoxious Australian. For example, most Australians don't like ochres. One second. Most Australians don't like ochres and the image of Australia they create. So we think of ochres as these type of rude people, crude, getting drunk, drinking lots of beer, throwing up. To throw up is a phrasal verb, and it means to get sick, to vomit from, for example, from alcohol. And finally, I'm going to give you this saying or expression, and it is, again, I did this last week, I like this. This is, let's say, in a meeting situation, when somebody says, they say this, with the greatest respect. Now, when somebody in British English says, with the greatest respect, what they mean, or maybe what you think they mean, is, oh, he's listening to me. But what the person is trying to say is, you're an idiot. Okay, they'll probably say, with the greatest respect, your idea is not very good. But it really does mean, when you read between the lines, you're a bit of an idiot. Okay, so be careful with that one. When somebody says with the greatest respect, in British English, that means you're an idiot. So I hope those help, and check out the Eurovision Song Contest. It really is, I would say, a cultural institution for Europe. I think the Eurovision Song Contest is really the one thing that brings Europe together. We are always trying to pretend that we are one big happy family, but we're always fighting. But the one thing that really holds us together, honestly, is the Eurovision Song Contest. Like it or hate it, that's how I feel about it anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Remember, if I speak too fast, you can slow down the podcast. Catch me on YouTube with the subtitles. And until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. All the best. Bye-bye.